Hello there, everybody. Fast Hippie here, and I am playing Luke tonight against Karin. I am playing against Daru Shart. Has about the same number of matches and same win percentage as me, so this should be interesting matchup. Luke is again a brawler. I've been going through a lot of the different brawlers. Luke is a kind of medium to short range brawler. Luke gains some tokens that he can ante for either additional priority, advancing, or if you have all 5 to get an active player. He gains 1 a turn up to a maximum of 5. He's a pretty simple character like most brawlers. He basically forces your opponent to try to predict him instead of the other way around. He's kind of a simple but effective character that can kind of play at multiple ranges. It has styles that gets power when you need it. It has styles that get speed when you need it. His unique actually has ignore stun guard, which is incredibly powerful. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it can just shut a beat down, which is extremely powerful, especially considering that Luke sometimes just wants to stall beats. So I'm going to put... where's the one that... Memento grass, because I'm not going to be grass, but there we go. So, to start out with, we're playing against Karin. Karin is a character who has a wolf. She has multiple styles that uses the wolf. She can attack from the wolf. She can switch places with the wolf. She's sort of a ranger in the fact that she has a lot of movement. She kind of hits in and out. Most of the damage comes from her wolf placement. If she can get the wolf underneath you, she can either stun you directly or deal extra damage to you. She's a kind of medium-high speed, around speed 5 most beats. Her unique ability is speed 4. So she essentially has 2 drives, which is really powerful. So I'm going to assume... So she can use coordinated, so if I try to cross to the center of the board, I take damage. And it reduces my power as well. If she doesn't do that, she'll do some... probably a speed 5 move like Feral Claw, which gives you lots of advancing. Or even something like Howling, which gives her stun immunity. Oh man, trying to figure out what I want to do here. Fainting Flash. Oh, that's interesting. So I could dodge back and hit her. I'm going to do Fainting Flash. The reason I'm going to do Fainting Flash is I think he's going to do Coordinated here. So this is a very strange move, but I think my opponent's going to do Coordinated. And I'm actually going to ante 1 token here. Now the reason is because if he doesn't do Coordinated, then he's going to do some sort of speed 5 attack, like Feral Claw or Feral Drive. So by anteing 1 priority here, I can clash that move out or go faster. Coordinated dodge, excellent. So my opponent did go for the coordinated move here. So if I tried to do some move to close distance, which is usually what you would do with Flash, I would take damage. Oh, I might take damage anyway. Oh man. Yeah, because I'm going to have to advance at the end of the beat. Ah. Shoot. I'm going to take damage anyway. No. Maybe. Now, and yeah. It's not going to work. Oh, wait. Oh, no, okay. Yeah. Dang it. Dang it. I'm going to take damage anyway. Oh, that wasn't smart. I knew he was going to do coordinated, and then I played a move that lost to coordinated anyway. Oh, silly me. Silly me. Alright, I don't want to end up... Okay, so I always want to end up close. Ugh, gross. Yeah. I end up stuck because of coordinated. Gross. And now I got rid of my fast move. All of that ended so badly for me there. Interesting. Alright, so... puts the wolf behind me. and your dodge is down. So he's going to do like a speed 5 move here. The nice thing about that is I think I can outspeed you. So if I do fusion drive, I can push. So if he does full moon where he switches position, I can perhaps push him out of range so he doesn't deal damage to me. That would work. Otherwise I can, with one priority here, I can have speed 6, which will outspeed most of their moves. Yeah, they have +1. So unless they do like something like grasp, which I would tie. So yeah, I'm going to do fusion drive. Essentially, I'm trying to play Luke as a speedster this game. And for that reason, I'm being pretty aggressive with my time search tokens, giving myself additional priority. The reason is that Karin by nature is a speedster, and really wants to, doesn't have a lot of stun guard, but has a lot of high speed and movement. And I'm hoping to try to basically beat her at her own game, and be able to hit her and stun her before she gets to do anything. So we're going to ante my time token here, getting speed 6, and we'll see how Karin responds here. If Karin antes force for speed for priority, I will counter ante back because I'm trying to win on the speed front, essentially. So we'll see how this goes. So fusion allows me to push Karin. Oh, Howling Claw. Okay. Oh, cool. So I can actually avoid Howling by moving to the other side. Awesome. I can move Howling by getting to the other side, because Howling calculates range from... I want to keep her close, so I'll only push one. Howling calculates range from Jager the wolf, and so by advancing, I'm able to get on the other side and actually get outside of the range of Jager. Now, typically with fusion, you want to shove them into corner to do 2 additional damage, but in this case, I wanted to get outside of the range of Jager's attack, which was 0 to 2, and because Jager was over in space 3, I was able to avoid him by getting into the corner. Alright, so I think coordinate is down, so I think I'm going to use this opportunity to gain additional time tokens and to get myself in the center of the board. Center of the board is kind of where you want to be. With Luke, Luke has kind of low to medium range attacks, and the center of the board gives you pretty good opportunity to reach your opponent and attack your opponent. I think we're gonna go just a regular dodge. Maybe I'll do a switch dodge and anti-force or something to kind of try to throw my opponent off. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a switch dodge. Since the coordinated is down, this is a really good time to use your dodge. Otherwise, she can kind of trap you in the corner with coordinated. Yep, that's perfect. So, I will get by her and... If Jager... Perfect. So I'm going to center myself and end up right next to Karin. So this is awesome. Yeah, this is great. Cool. She's gonna miss. Swing and a miss. Great. Now... Alright, great. So coordinated doesn't function this turn because Jager is underneath her. This is super important because this means I can use advancing moves without being punished. Something like Flash. Problem is if I use something like Flash, she could counter with something like Burst. I could do something like Eternal. Or I could do Chrono. This might be a good time to do Chrono. But again, I need to be high speed here. No, Chrono is start. So again, if he does burst here, it would lose to burst. Fainting. Huh. I want to stay close. You know what? I'm going to do Eternal Shot. Yeah, I'm going to do Eternal Shot. Eternal is your slow move, and it allows you to use your time tokens for soak. This is just kind of a safe move, and since I'm centrally located here, I think it's a good time to use it. I expect my opponent to dodge here, yeah. And so this was just kind of a safe move. You're not committed to use the tokens until after you know what your opponent's doing. So if your opponent does something like dodge, which is what my opponent did, I don't end up wasting tokens. So this was a pretty safe and good move there. Excellent. So, alright. So Jaeger's directly underneath me. So there's a lot of scary things with Jaeger underneath me. Feral and Claw, you can get additional power, you can get instantly stunned. Duel moves you around. So I want to definitely outspeed, so I need to go for a speed 6 here. Which means, yeah, I need the speed. I might do Chrono Flash. Again, if he does, I guess the thing I'm worried about is if he does something like Burst. Oh man, I'd want to do something like Drive. So if he bursts, I can get him. Yeah. Okay, we'll do Fusion Drive. And then we'll anti for speed here. Interesting. Okay, so one thing I am worried about is burst here. A lot of your advancing moves are start, which means that sorry. Interesting. He anti-power here? Do I care? I guess I'll anti-power back. A lot of them are start, and since I'm going faster, that means that if he bursts me, I'll advance on him, and then he'll get to move before I get to strike. So burst beats the start movements. There you go, Howling Burst. Alright, so my opponent is going to retreat 1 or 2. So it's good. I did call the burst this round, so that worked out well. So interesting to note, Howling actually has a minimum range 1. So if I didn't move this beat and I stayed on top of Jaeger, this attack actually would have missed because of the minimum range. But I have to move because of drive. But that's okay because since I'm using fusion, when I pushed my opponent to the edge of the board, they lost 2 life, and then they took the 4 damage. So even though both of our attacks were doing 4, I actually won that beat because I got a 2 additional damage due to fusion. Okay, so he's spreading out, and this spreading out indicates that he's going to do something like full moon. But he doesn't have burst afterwards. The problem is full moon again. He can move after, so all my start movements don't really work here. I My start moves don't work because of full moon. So I don't really want to move at all. Yeah, I need something like, yeah, my drive or my shot, which is both down. I think the answer to this is to go a slow dodge. So with a slow dodge, what that means is it forces my opponent to make a decision about this full moon. I guess he could go full moon. No, even full moon drive doesn't work because full moon shot doesn't work because I can get at full range. So by going a slow dodge here, it makes my opponent decide what they're going to do with full moon before I need to respond, which means I usually can use dodge in the correct way to get outside of their range or get within their minimum range. Most of my attacks, again, since they're start of beat movements, struggle against other start of beats that are slower. So I would start advance near Karin, and then right when I'm next to Karin, she could use full moon to switch spots, which means I would be out of range. Coordinated strike. Okay. Well, I'm going to retreat while I'm feigning. And he's not switching this beat. And he only has a range 1 to 2, right? Point is moving. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just retreat 1. And he'll miss. Phew. That was scary. I thought my opponent was going to full moon me. Good. I guess he was trying to counter burst. He was trying to counter me bursting him, which I guess makes sense because his maximum range is 1 to 5, so he could have thought that I was going to go for a burst here. But instead I went for dodge and was able to more carefully control my movement. Yeah, we want to advance back into the center. Yep. Alright. Alright. So we're definitely gonna we're definitely going to pay off this beat. The big payoffs for Luke are Memento, where I can double my power, or Eternal. I'm gonna do Eternal right now because Eternal. I like Eternal because Eternal. I only have to spend tokens if I need to. And so if Karin dodges me, I won't be behind using a move. The same thing is true for Memento, but Memento I'm going to need to commit is a little bit more dangerous a shot because I don't have a lot of stun guard and only speed 3. Yeah, I just don't think I have the correct moves to match up with Memento. Where Memento is really strong is like Memento Strike when you have someone cornered. You can actually do 8 damage with a single attack, which is crazy scary. But this should work. I think I have a feeling my opponent's dodging here, so I'm not going to spend anything. Yep. Okay. This works. So my opponent will end up right next to me. He's right next to me with the dodge down. So with the dodge down and him right next to me, he could use full moon to get 1 space away from me, or Feral has someone start advance 1 or 2, so he could end up 1 to 2 of me. Yeah, 1 to 2. And the fastest it could be is speed 6. So I need to think about range 1 to 2 and speed 6. Those are the numbers that I need to try to account for. Coordinated is down, so movements are good. If I do something like a high-speed move and then he does Feral, I can actually corner him, because I would move first and then he would advance 1 or 2 and corner himself. So something like flash or even something like, let's see, I said speed 6. Let's see, I can tie speed 6, but I don't really want to tie speed 6. We'll do fusion flash. Yeah, we'll do fusion flash. I guess the thing that could beat me here is burst. Yeah, burst is the problem here. Yeah, burst is a problem here. He's gonna burst me, isn't he? No, he went for the grass. Whew, that was close. It was either, yeah, that was scary. So he could have burst me, which is what would beat the start movement, but I've been pretty conservative with my start movement moves. So I guess he didn't figure I was going to do it. This works out incredibly well for me because Feral forces him to corner himself, and then I'm actually going to be able to do the extra damage with fusion because now he's put himself in the corner. Yeah, that worked out really well. Really well. Alright. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, okay, so his dodge is down. I mentioned this before that. Alright. Oh, can he red room me? Holy cow. 10, 12? Oh my gosh, because he has to be on either side, which is what he is. Alright, so I can't. I gotta move this turn. Means fainting, it looks like. Okay, we could do fainting strike, so if he goes for the finisher, I'll get him. Or we could do a burst of some sort. Oh, but he could coordinated me. Oh man, I'm kind of in a lose-lose situation here. Because he can use coordinated to punish me for moving. Well, we'll see. Yeah, he could coordinate me and get me. If he goes for the, if he gets greedy and goes for the finisher, I can punish him here. But if he uses coordinated, I'm gonna just take some damage here. Yeah, I'm in a pretty scary position. Yeah, coordinated. Well, this actually works out okay. I think I'm gonna trade a little behind here. Yeah, that's okay. I'm a little ahead right now, so this is fine. So he's gonna hit me for 4, and then I'm gonna hit him for 4 back. So that's not terrible. All right. Oh, the problem is I'm in the same position I was before. I guess I have 5 tokens, so I can actually become the active player, right? So even if he does this thing that has speed 12, I can just become the active player here. Huh. But if he... Oh, wow. But if he just dodges me here... Oh, man. I think I need to dodge this beat to get into a better position. Yeah, I gotta dodge this beat. What does this thing do? Oh, yeah, that's fine. I gotta get into a better position. His coordinate is down anyway, so I just need to not get caught by this thing. I assume that he's gonna dodge as well. We might clash here actually, so maybe you know what? I'm gonna ante 1 priority here so we don't clash. I don't want to clash these dodges. Yeah. Yep. Cool. So we will dodge all the way back here. Yep. Now he can continue to maintain this wolf on one side, Karin on the other. Oh no, no he can't. Oh yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. Yep, he can continue to keep me in Red Moon Rage. Oh man, scary. Okay, so now that his dodge is down, I think I can become the active player here. Keep current finisher. Sure, I can become the active player, and all I have to do is 4 damage since he can't get the soak from full moon because Jaeger's behind me. So I think this is a guarantee win. I think. We'll see. We're gonna go shot. So I have full board coverage. And then I'm gonna do it doesn't matter, does it? Because I'm just gonna have to anti-power. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do it with. I'll do it with I'm gonna become the active player, right? Yeah, so I'll just do it with I'll do it with Eternal. But it doesn't actually matter. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna anti-power to go to 4 power. And then I'm gonna anti all of my counters to become the active player. And I think this should be game. His dodge is down. Even if he does his finisher here, I'll be the active player, so I'll outspeed it. I think I got this. We'll see though. Yeah, his dodge being down is not good. Alright, become the active player. Anti. Wang. Here we go. Anti-power. And I think this should be it. We'll see. Yep, that'll be it. So he can't dodge me even with his burst. Yeah, he can't get out of range, and I'm the active player, so I think that's it. Yep. Whew. And you can switch position. Yeah. No. Wow. Excellent game, Daru. And as I always say, you can't always win, but you can always learn. I hope this was an informative and helpful game, and maybe you'll try out some of the brawlers yourself. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye.